Well, here we are for our speedrun challenge, attempt number 3. Just for a reminder, this is how I did in my attempt number 2. "45 miles an hour with a crash." Hopefully we don't want to repeat that in either case. More than 45 and no crashing. All fixed, but let's have a little quick look at what I've been up to.
Damage. Front of the chassis. Well, there it is. That's that. Stabiliser bar bent. Track control arm. Couple of bolts. Some stainless on the front bumper. That's that one and that one. Oh, and I think the bottom arm's snapped, but we'll glue that back on. New chassis. So it's done. Put it together. New chassis. Plastic front bumper. Took the hard metal one off, aluminium. I've gone. I mean, the back axle is slightly bent. I've gone for even. I mean, these do weigh a bit too much. I've still got the original wheels I was using. My theory is there's no point just putting power through it if you can't keep it in a straight line. So this would be my 3rd attempt. Could be my final attempt because currently 45 miles an hour is my top. I'm aiming for 50. Once you get over 50, or even what I'm doing, but as you approach 50 or above, it tends to be chassis ending crashes. So if it does that, I won't be pursuing the speed any further because, you know, not that these are expensive, I just can't spend the, because you spend a lot of time doing this, but yeah, we'll see. This could be the final attempt, and I'm hoping, well, my idea would be 50 miles an hour, but anything over 45 is going to be a bonus, isn't it, for my 3rd attempt? So all exactly the same nickel metal hydride battery. That's 4,300 milliamp hour. Same motor, 5,400 kV. Hobby wing, standard hobby wing, brushed combo. Yeah, I mean it's all there. The only difference is I've got these wheels on 14mm hexes. These are banded, so they don't actually expand, because the body shell, which I've got to repair still, it's broken off there, look, but the wheels get very close to these sort of these parts of the body shell here, but unlike all the others, these don't expand, although I have noticed that this side where it had the crash last video, it's still slightly bent, but I have actually got spare axles, but we'll have to see. If it goes to over 45, doesn't damage itself, then possibly we'll go for a 4th and final run. But this won't be very long. Obviously the intro, you've seen it all before. So I'll catch up with you when we're out doing this 3rd, possibly final run. Right here for attempt number 3. Same old setup, I'm afraid. Oh, I've got something that's loose I didn't realise. Got no tools on me either. Damn it. Oh, that'd be annoying. Hang on. Right. I've got got a screw missing from there. I didn't bloody realise, but I'm going to have to go for it for now. Same motor, KV 5300, normal standard ESC combo. Oh, there were some screws on my desk and I bloody forgot. Oh. Standard, same one, nickel metal hydride, 4300. So it's zeroed like that. So I'll track. Let me start again. Like that. Reading 7. The only record on that one which is valid, which is a 7. I'm going to get rid of that. Right, so we haven't got any records on there now. Track and start again. There we go. I only really want to do one run, to be honest. Right. I don't think I've got that. I don't think it's going to do it, but we'll see. Oh my life, did you see that? It did a whole 360. Oh my god, did you see that? I don't know how I managed that. But I'm hoping that's enough, otherwise I don't know what to do. Right. Stop. Read. Well, we've beaten it. Well, I'm going to go with that because that's my third attempt. 47 miles an hour. That's 3 miles an hour quicker. Let's get into the shade. Hopefully you can see that. 47. I'm not doing another one today. Probably will promote me to do another run, a final run. 47 is my third attempt. Well, let me just show you again. Same motor, same ESC. It's upside down, but same battery. 47 miles an hour. My third official run. Maybe we'll go for a final one. See you later.
Well, there you have it. That's the end of that run. Before I recorded this, I actually thought that I was going to end the runs there because I wasn't having much luck. That's right on the limit of, I don't know how I'm going to get much quicker. What I've got a theory. There's a couple of things which, even watching the video, you'll probably know one of them. But the start from the beginning, yeah, it's my mistake. I've got this frame shock absorber mount bracket, if you like, which I know you don't have to run that, but I'd forgotten to put some screws on. You can see by the picture there that 2 screws were missing. So that back corner was loose, and then by the time it finished that run, the other screw had come out. So that right hand shock absorber wasn't even supported, which then leads, then leads on to they're probably not working properly anyway, are they? And does it actually need all that on there? But I also think part of the problem is the axle is still bent. Taking the gearbox apart and halving it isn't a big issue if I feel I can go quicker. Which, before we do that, I'll sort of go on to my thoughts briefly. Let's have another quick look at the run, and I'll try and zoom in on the video to see whether or not you can see anything. So bear with. And there you have it. It did a whole 360 by hitting a little bit of grass or a little ledge or something. It went right over, landed on its wheels, straight back on again. I think the standard grasshopper front bumper really helped there, to be honest, to save any further damage. I don't know how it didn't just tumble. It landed on its wheels and just I steered a little bit. I wasn't on power, and it still went round. Yeah, so you'll notice one of the other obvious things. There's actually quite a few. I'll say two. The wing's gone, so we took that off. So that saved some weight and drag. I've left the little wing on the front to try to help keep the front stable. It's got even larger rear wheels on there, and they're banded so they don't expand. I think that must have helped stability. Now, my theory going forward for perhaps my last run, make sure the bolts and that are tight. Use a bit of Loctite on those ones. Gearing wise, because it's still on a 19 toothed pinion, it needs not only that, the wheels are so big and it needs such a long strip. It doesn't really pick up maximum velocity until it passes me. I might have to move a bit further down. But what I was thinking is I've gone up with the rear tyres, so they're even bigger than the previous ones I had on there, the other large ones. Maybe I was thinking of going down with the pinion. I don't know. I mean, because it will get to the maximum speed a bit quicker. And will it get to my goal of 50 miles an hour? I've got another 3 mile an hour. It would do it, but I've got to take such a long run up, and then the stability issue comes in, which I know is going to happen anyway. So I'll have to sit down and think about that. But if you've got any ideas or views on the gearing or what I should do, let me know. At the minute, I'm in that kind of 70-30 of doing the final run because it's not damaged. I've just got to make sure whatever I change now and it works. If that screw and those that hadn't come out or hadn't forgotten to do them up on the other side there, I probably would have gone for another run. I probably would have taken it down further. But then I've got the issue of the receiver. I'm not sure if the receiver's receiving any sort of that distance. It was then, but I think I need more. I mean, at 47 miles an hour, it just carries that speed towards doomed area, doesn't it? So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you've got this far and you can never have a little listen, let me know what you think. I mean, yeah, probably smaller wheels, that kind of thing. You don't need those large wheels. but I'm limited on RPM. I don't think I'm going to get another motor. It's just not worth it. Not now. And it's mainly that pin. I can go up. I could go an extra pin, an extra tooth up. So that might help if I've got the space to go long for the final time. But we'll see. But that's the end of this part of Poor Boys RC Speed Run Challenge 2025, third official attempt. 47 miles per hour. I'm pleased. I haven't made that much of a gain. 44 to 47, 44 in my first run, 45 in the second run, and 47 in the third run. It's going up gradually. There's far more quicker runs there above 50, which I'm not going to get that high up, I'm afraid. So we'll see. Let's look out for part 4, the fourth official and final speed run of 2025 with Poor Boys RC. Please like and subscribe, and you'll get notified. If you hit the notification bell, you will be notified of when that video is released. I'm hoping to get that out. I'll try to do that on the Monday morning UK time, so that I can move on to other things during the week. So I've got from now until over the weekend and the rest of this week to work on the next one. So it gives me time to work out if I'm going to. But keep your eye out. Please put some comments down. Let me know what you think. And I hopefully will see you for the final run. Hope you enjoyed that one. Bye for now.